Hello and welcome to another quick episode of The Naked Turner. Today I'm going to be turning a small billet or bowl blank of Sapele. It's a 3" by 6" chunk of Sapele, and hopefully it'll turn into a nice little bowl. Here is that aforementioned piece of Sapele, and it looks like a nice chunk here. I got it from a good friend of mine, John Bray, who happens to run El Cerrito Woodwork. Alright, I'm turning outside, so just a cheap face shield on today. It's a beautiful day. Got a good breeze blowing. Alright, I got it mounted up here. It's on my faceplate. And everything's locked down. Bringing the speed down to right around 1800 RPM. Making a 2-inch cut here on the bottom. Okay. Now, coming into mark and center. That'll give me an idea on where to sneak up to. Coming in with my 1/2" by 1/4 or 3/16 by 1/2" round nose scraper. It's the beginning of my mortise. Coming back in real quick with my, whoops, got a little glue stuck on here. Coming in back with my skew chisel, and just a little past that line, straight push in, and I'm using it as a negative rake scraper. Negative meaning less than 90 degrees between the edge of the tool and the perpendicularness of this wall or flat surface that I'm milling or turning. I'm just a tiny bit over 1/8, maybe approaching 3/16 depth. Okay, now I'm going to turn to removing some of this material out here. Make a little foot down here. Something maybe about like that. Alright. Now a nice soft curve toward that outer edge. And I'm just roughing it right now because I'm still not fully into round. So now I'll spin my tool rest around. Block everything off. And now I'll work on truing up this outer edge. Okay, now I'm coming in real low handle angle here. Make sure you can see this. Let me get a little better shot. Okay. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. So my handle's real low. My tool is a steep angle. And I'm running it across at about a 45. Until I get rid of all the run out, and I can see still up here there's some more. Almost there. Alright. Now we're into round. And this looks like it's going to be an absolutely beautiful piece of Sapele. And I think with this one, what I'm going to do is just a soft curve here on the bottom, and then maybe a slightly hollow form on the inside. Just slightly though. Alright, so I just used this product as a sanding sealer just to seal the pores, and then what I do is I squirt some of that on at a slow speed, very slow as my lathe will go, which is down to about 50 right now, or 60, something like that, and 60 RPM. Then I spray a little of it on a rag and burnish that off. That way the wet rag with a very light touch will take care of any uneven spray patterns or anything like that and get rid of any drips. Now over the top of that, I'm applying some of my normal friction rub polish. So really I'm just using the this satin lacquer spray as a sanding sealer. Now, whoops, sorry about that. There we go. And now I'm just coming in and bringing up the speed and buffing in some of my friction rub. You don't want to buff and create too much heat, because you have a layer of lacquer down there that does not like to be heated up. So you want to not apply too much pressure, just allow the friction to be created lightly with a fairly fast lathe speed, which I have right now at 1650 RPM. And then I'm just applying a little of my friction rub to a cloth and keep moving around. Don't sit in one place too long. And you should have fairly good results doing this. And this friction rub I'm using has a little bit of wax in it, by the way. So this is denatured alcohol, boiled linseed oil, and shellac with beeswax and carnauba wax that I melted into it. And there we go. Hopefully you can see that. I got kind of a weird lighting situation here, but anyway, it's kind of a nice satiny finish, and I really like it for this particular wood. I'll get a better shot of it when it's out in the sun. I'm just kind of half in and half out of the sun right now. All right, there we go. Now that's buffing up real nicely. Let's see if I can shoot a little more toward the top of this. There we go. And then the color's changing a lot because of the daylight colors we're getting out here. Combination of daylight and LED tungsten. So anyway, there we have it. I'm going to flip it around and hollow it out. All right, we're all mounted up, flipped around. Hopefully my camera won't overheat too quickly here in this sun, but we'll see. Anyway, it's flipped around, locked off in my scrolling jaw chuck. I've just got my lathe still on its wheels since it's a small piece and it's real balanced. And I decided I'm not going to do a hollow form here. I want just a thin wall all the way down, simple and clean, and let the wood speak for itself. And it'll be a very useful bowl then too. Gonna hollow away a little of the center here, to give myself some relief there in the middle. Going in, rubbing the bevel, turning the flute. Okay, now before I go too far, I'm going to refine this outer edge here. Let's just take a look at that. Okay, that's nice. That's kind of what I want right there, about that thickness. Just a little taper there, heading into the bowl. Okay, taking away a little more of the middle here. Right in the middle. Okay. And now, rubbing the bevel, initiating his cut. This is all real time right here. Okay, so here I've got it spinning nice and slow. I'm going to put a little bit of this inside of here. Then, whoops. Then I'm going to spray some on a rag. And just lay off any excess like that. Looks good. Get another coat in here on this end grain. Much more on my rag there. All right, so here's the finished piece. Get some beautiful fire in it, and it's hard for me to get a good shot here because of this lighting situation I have, but oh well. Anyway, it's got some beautiful fire on the inside too. I'll take some still shots at the end of this. Thanks for watching another episode of The Naked Turner. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, like, and share. And if you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, I really continue to appreciate your support, and hope that everyone out there in the turning community is turning well, turning safe, trying new things, and coming up with some fun stuff to do on their lathe. Turn safe and turn long. Take care. Here it is off the lathe. It's a new little Sapele bowl. Turned out real nice. It's about 5 3/4 inches across by almost 3 inches tall, about 2 7/8 inches tall. It's got some beautiful chatoyance. Turned out real nice.